Welcome to another episode of Real Talk with Onola. So exciting, a brand new day, and today is Tuesday, and I just wanted to say hello. Today's topic will be on me being an earth angel. Do you know something? I'm going to be really, really honest with everyone. Wow, I actually said to myself that Real Talk was going to be real. We're going to talk about things that I want to talk about that are dear to my heart, but I've kept quiet about because society has no idea what it is. Does that make sense? I mean, do you know what it's like to actually have your reality the alternate version of other people's reality? For example, everybody is so used to the material, the physical, everything that they're seeing with their two eyes. I just started learning how to see with these eyes. I've been seeing with my third eye since. And for people that don't know, there's something called the third eye chakra. Third eye chakra is when somebody is able to see through their feelings. So really their intuition is their guide. I might be looking at somebody that looks to me, that looks like a 40-something-year-old. I just have to laugh because it still kills me inside. I I I so there might be some people that they're in their 40s, they're in their 50s, in real time. In my real time, I'm looking at these people and I'm like, can you guys not see that this person is 3 years old? Literally, in our society where everybody's like, oh yeah, culture, age is wisdom, or the older people are, respect them. So many adults that I see in that age range, I can really see, and I'm like, you're not really 40 something, you're a toddler. It's so bad because I'm like, wow, so you mean I'm meant to pretend? I'm meant to pretend that this adult here is not a child. I'm meant to pretend that, wow, this person that I'm talking to really doesn't look like their persona, their mask. They look like I can see their soul, basically. I can see people's souls, and that's what has gotten me into trouble. I'm so upset because, and I'm glad I finally get to explain what it's like to actually be me and exist like me and see like me. So I said that, so that's how my life is. I see beyond what people are seeing. And in fact, when people now say, but can't you see this? I can't see it. I couldn't see with these two eyes until recently. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what was that like? I already used to see with my third eye without even knowing. I used to see people's souls. I used to see people's higher selves. Not that still don't see it, but I used to only see that, okay? I used to see people's higher selves. There have been so many people that I've met who I see their real selves. I'm like, wow, your real self is to die for. Your real self is smart, understanding, loving, and their physical self, the one that my physical self ends up interacting with, is completely opposite. It's like a super low grade version, in fact not even up to a low grade version of their higher self. No shade, nothing, yo. As per human beings just still need to evolve towards their this thing, towards where they're meant to be. But as an earth angel, the frequency that I'm on is of a different frequency than what muggles are. Let's call them muggles. So if we're looking at the same thing, we're definitely not seeing the same thing. I most times, before, because I grew up just being focused on this as a natural, this is my natural side, seeing with this eye is my natural side. So hanging out with my friend Jay, she is so good. Obviously she can really see with her two eyes, so hanging out with her has enabled me to now see with my two eyes. Honestly, the issues that I've been encountering beforehand, just because I can't see, it's been crazy. And it's like, it's an interesting story, and the writer in me is so happy about it. So basically, I'm an earth angel that came on earth, and I had to learn how to be human. But the funny thing is that I do believe that we are all earth angels, but we're meant to awaken to our angel states. I mean, it doesn't have to be angel, but awakened states, and then fulfill our divine mission. Yeah. So my story is that I came here, and since then I've been trying to learn how to see with my two eyes. And since I went through that awakening, and that's really the awakening. When you're now awaking, you're then like, wow, I've been going through a lot without even knowing, you know. So yeah, that's been half of my story, or at least a bit of the story of being an earth angel. So let's get into the semantics. So now, what is it like to be an earth angel? First of all, for earth angels, I feel as though Earth angels are people that feel like they do not belong. They are individuals. They stand out without even trying. And as a result of that what's the right word? Individualism, they get emotionally attacked a lot and picked on and bullied because there's something about them that they exhibit that people can't put their finger on, but they know that it's different, and so they want to give that negative attention, maybe just to feel comfortable with themselves or to send a message across or something that's, being yourself is wrong, because that's the programming that we are conditioned to have. Like, being yourself is wrong, being authentic is wrong. You have to be part of the group, you have to do what everybody else is doing, you have to fulfill the norms, you have to listen to what culture is saying. And honestly, an earth angel is like, honey, this isn't working for me. I don't know what is really funny. I think it's because I just realized that, wow, I really don't have to do what everybody is doing. I don't have to do what everybody is doing because I know what I'm meant to do. If I'm already on a different frequency, so I'm going to operate from that frequency. But you find that earth angels, because they usually incarnate in surroundings and communities that don't understand their level of frequency, they're meant to come down to the level of other people and not maintain their own vibration. And it's that coming down that really disrupts them from what they're really meant to do here on earth. It's the best thing ever. An earth angel comes on earth to fulfill their divine mission, and their divine mission is something that is in service to the goodness of mankind. Literally, this is our life. I am so excited because it's like, wow, if one of us, me, starts doing videos like this, how many other people in Nigeria are going to be like, yes, I'm also an earth angel too, let's unite. What? So yes, earth angels see beyond the physical. My natural way of seeing is the alternative version of what people are seeing. That's literally how my life is. It's really different being an earth angel, and I'm going to work up to what it's all about. There's so many episodes that will come along where I can now give more info. So we'll start with the basics. So it's seeing beyond the physical. It's seeing so much, and because I use tools, because I read for people, because I use tools, I'm able to see what it is that they're really going through and how they can work towards alleviating that pain or that discomfort. I'm able to be like, I see the real you, and I see a few steps that you can take towards that real you. Honestly, in my life, I feel like if I could just enable the whole world to awaken, even just Nigeria or let's say Lagos, oh my God, I feel like I'll be the happiest human being in the world, because I look at people and I'm like, wow, I see where you could go to be your higher self, or to be on this frequency, because I really do feel like this frequency is really the beginning frequency of a higher level of living. Okay, we'll get into that, because I have this episode that I want to start called that I want to do called Nigeria 2020. I might do it after this episode anyway, so we'll see. So that's what it's all about. Now, finding it hard. So growing up as an earth angel, you find it hard to pretend and conform. It's just not in you. You want to do things that you want to do, and you don't want to be told to do it. Okay? Earth angels are usually old souls. These are people that have incarnated on earth for many, many lifetimes. If I tell you my own lifetime, might as well just do it. Real talk. Me, incarnated since before the Bible. Yeah, very much so. Because I remember when I went to see my past life regressionist, because I wanted to clear up some trauma from my past lifetimes. I went there and she was like, wow, you're really evolved. You must have some ambitious plans for this lifetime. Even then, I was like I trust myself, because I know on a spiritual level, I'm always doing something else. I'm always just gymnastics. I'm going here, I'm going there. And my physical self now has to catch up. Does that make sense? What I've realized in terms of being an earth angel is that you have a divine self and a physical self, which is this body and its embodiment. We're here to embody the physical self. The physical self is not our own. We're only here for a temporary period of time in the body. However, the whole point of being here is to learn how to be human from a divine manner. Does that make sense? So that means that one has to learn how to control their spiritual and physical side by side, like a chariot. So one side is like the light side, one side is your dark side, which has to do with aspects of your psyche. If you can draw both of them together and balance both of them out, honestly, boom, 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 you're moving quickly, you're moving forward. As earth angels evolve on earth, they become more aware of their gifts. I don't know if people know that I'm a medium. This was not even something that I saw myself doing. I just became it. And I'm like, oh wow, okay. If this is who I am, I'll try and work with it. It's been something I've been trying to work on my own for a while. Still getting there, but it's a really beautiful journey. I realized that earth angels are meant to be in service. So as you become aware of your gifts and as you work towards developing your gifts, as for me, I don't have a mentor, although I love Mariam Hasna. She's online on Twitter and her Instagram. I take from those teachings, and most times whenever I'm going to set something specific, she's either tweeting about it or she's doing a course in her online school about it. So she's very good, but I don't have a direct mentor. I'm the one that is mentoring myself and mothering myself. So you can imagine having to teach yourself how to stop seeing only from here but to see with your two eyes as well, so you can balance the information from both perspectives and take out the adequate response. Imagine. So yeah, so what an earth angel really has to do here on earth is to be their real self and shine. It's the shining, it's the blossoming, it's the opening up and expanding that inspires other people to do the same. On top of that, some of us are meant to really bring more light to earth. Imagine a place like Nigeria, for example, where we know that darkness prevails more than light. So let's be honest, being an earth angel here along with other people, as just being yourself, being authentic, is you shining your light, and that causes other people to awaken. Because when you are confident enough to follow in your own path, other people are inspired to follow in their own path as well. Other people are inspired to shine, therefore inspiring other people and other people and other people. To change the world, honey, you have to change yourself first. So yeah, so an earth angel is somebody that is in service to the people around them, but I realize that I'm in service to those around me by servicing myself. So if I want to spread a message to people, I'm going to do it in a space that I'm comfortable in, like my YouTube channel, and then spread the message. I'm not going to walk around and start looking for people. I'm just going to do it from a comfortable place. So service to people through service of self. That's what an earth angel is all about, being in service. So yes, so as they progress and now take up their divine mission, because everybody is here on a divine mission, but the first part of it is to awaken. Okay, everybody's here on a divine mission. The first thing that they need to do is awaken first in order to fulfill the mission, and that's when things can now start taking place the way it's meant to. All right, it's so interesting. So like I said, I couldn't see with my two eyes before, but I went through an initiation process that enabled these two eyes to open up better, and now I can see with everything, and I'm able to take the adequate response in most situations. Okay, what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Now let's see what we are grateful for today. Today I'm grateful for my new self. Today I'm grateful for transforming. I'm grateful for the phoenix energy. I'm grateful for being a woman. I'm grateful for being in tune with myself. I'm grateful for loving myself. I'm grateful for my wild self. I'm grateful for the book Women Who Run with the Wolves, written by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. I'm grateful for Clarissa Pinkola Estes. I'm grateful for happiness, grateful for love. Okay, so I'd love for you to like, subscribe, and after doing that, and after watching this video and enjoying everything, I'd love for you to comment and tell me how you feel. I'd also love for you to tell your friends. Maybe you can tell your family, that's up to you. But yes, now join me as I dance. It's time. Bye.